Ariel, you got me. Yeah, like for 5 minutes, you really got me and reminded me that I am a human being who doesn't feel too good about reading lies about herself. Then I sat down and reminded myself of who Ariel Gold is. So I quickly jotted down 5 things just justifies the advertisement of the event of age that said and asked, why are some non-Jews more pro-Israel than many Jews? I realized the only reason this statement, which just to be clear and fair, something you might not understand as a concept, was never said by me, but was said about me. So I realized the only reason this statement triggered you this much is because I am definitely more pro-Israel than you and some people in your circle. I will be quick, don't worry. After all, you have given a fantastic pool of sources for making my argument quick and efficient. But before I get to that, 2 things, Ariel. Unless you can show a factual proof that I am anti-Semitic, and me talking about Soros doesn't count, as even to him I never said Soros the Jew, so let's cut through the bullshit. But go ahead and actually prove that I am a Jew hater. Since you cannot do that, thanks for the awesome press you've given me. 2. Not understanding the difference in a headline between more pro-Israel versus more Jewish is making me question your cognitive and reading abilities. Aish, let alone me, never said that I was more Jewish than Jews. They said I was more pro-Israel. You know, in life, nuances matter. And as long as there are certain Jews who cannot name one concentration camp, yes, I can say I know more about Jewish history than you or some Jews. Bam. There. So here are 5 things that justify why I am more pro-Israel than some Jews. Number 1, you are proudly teaching your kids that Zionism is a racist ideology rooted in ethnic cleansing. Well, you certainly could not point on the map of the history how Zionism evolved and where the roots are. You know, I will teach my kids to respect the Jewish people, no matter what, and love Israel and never question the legitimacy of her. Number 2, you call people who kill Jews because they are Jews freedom fighters and hold kiddush for them. I wish you never to wake up for the news that your friend was stabbed for being a Jew. There is a very significant line between terrorism and freedom fighters. I wish you could see the difference. I certainly do. Number 3, you are cuddling up with Rashida Tlaib and Ilan Omar, both having track records of Jew hatred. Whoever calls for violence against Jews could never be my friend. But you know, each with their own choices. Number 4, whenever you can, you are harassing IDF soldiers. It is very easy to do that from the comfort of your American life. I opt for helping the IDF and those young kids who need to enlist to protect their families, friends, and people at large. It seems you only care about Jews on paper. Number 5, you took pride in your trip to Iran while you, and let me quote you, I pursue human rights for all people. I consider it as a responsibility for me as a Jew to guide my people back on paths of justice and righteousness. I find this a little controversial, Ariel. You are cheering for a country that violates international human rights on a daily basis. I could not take pride in supporting a country that would execute anyone and everyone for being a Zionist. But again, you do you. So Ariel, you are right. I have a big sin. I am not Jewish. But if we are being serious for a minute, you have a real sin. You spit at the face of your own people and you let Jew hatred fly. What's more, you cherish and support Jew hatred and Israel hatred. As promised, I want it to be short. So here is the deal, Ariel. Even if I had not earned an MA in Jewish studies and would not be so involved in the Israeli and Jewish culture and politics, even then, I would be more pro-Israel than you are. Simply by being silent, I would do more for the Jewish people than you, who actively fuels Jew hatred. And I know I'm just a guy, but even I know that Lashon Hara is not too kosher. So Ariel, be well, do better. Shabbat Shalom.